Hey, greetings everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. It is Wednesday, late Wednesday afternoon, like about 5 p.m. I don't usually do videos this late. I usually do them in the morning, but I was out all day today. Had to go to Toronto for a doctor's appointment and stopped by Deja Vu Discs and picked up four records and also had ordered a CD on Discogs, which showed up today. So I just wanted to show you what I got. First of all, the CD. I've always heard the name Dream Theater, but I've never listened to it in my life. My buddy Alex from Wine and Beer, or what is he? CDs and Rum, Beer and Vinyl. That's it. I knew it had something to do with alcohol. Um, he told me this is his favorite album of all time, forever. Dream Theater, Scenes from a Memory. So, being the inquisitive man that I am, I went over to Spotify and pulled the album up. And I always listen to about 30 seconds of each song and just kind of go like that just to see. I don't like listening to records on Spotify, but it gives me an idea whether I'd be at the least bit interested. And it piqued my interest. I thought, I think this is not a bad album. So I ordered it on Discogs for like $4 and $2 shipping, $6. It showed up today in the mail. Um, Prog metal, I guess you'd call it. It's I'd say the heaviness factor, like Rush heavy, but actually pretty good record. I'm really enjoying it. The last, now I only listened to it once, but that Act Two, I'm telling you, there's some pretty interesting stuff going on. I'm quite interested in this album. Now, this band has some people in it that I am at least familiar with. Mike Portnoy, of course, the drummer, and who does some vocals as well, and John Petrucci. I've heard that name before. Um, I am very intrigued. First listen, pretty good. Much heavier than the stuff I normally listen to, but I listened to Steven Wilson and some of his stuff on Hand Cannot Erase and Raven and Refuse to Sing. There's some heavy passages on that kind of reminiscent of this. Like I said, Rush. I'm a fan of Rush. Reminiscent of that. Now, I'm not saying this band sounds like Rush. Great vocals on this. Yeah, I'm. Thanks, Alex. It's definitely going to get more than one listen, that's for sure. Records. So, this place that I go to, there's three locations called Deja Vu Discs. One's in East End of Toronto, one's in Oshawa, Ontario, one's in Ajax, Ontario. I've said before, they have some connection with somebody who has vinyl for sale, and what this person does is come in every week and rotate the vinyl in the three stores and just piles it all in. So it's random. There's no order to it. There's the condition of the records are from absolutely unplayable to near mint. You just hope you get what you want, get something good. You got to look through. It's kind of fun to go digging, and every record is $7.99, whether it's a double, a single, whatever it is. $7.99. Take it or leave it. I always find something, and I always find something in good shape. So, especially a lot of bluegrass stuff that I'm into. People don't like it or aren't into it as much, and I go, wow, I just picked up a bluegrass album that's pretty hard to find. That's really good for like $7 or $8. Anyway, I have been on a Genesis kick. I am going to do a video on Genesis because I can't believe how my thoughts on Genesis are turning around, all due to my absolute love of Steve Hackett. And I'm picking up anything I can find from Genesis with Steve Hackett on it. Trick of the Tail. Um, it's on the Atco label. The thing is, the dude who owned it, his initials are almost like mine. He wrote GH on it. If I just took a marker and changed that H to a K, it's almost like I did it myself. So it kind of fit. I have heard this album before. It's one I like, but so I'm okay with the Trick of the Tail. Now we have Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, Phil Collins, and Steve Hackett on this one. Gatefold. Very cool. Can't believe I'm liking Genesis. Next, let's go with this one. I love Paul Simon. And I don't have a lot of Paul Simon on vinyl. I got a ton on CD. And I think the only thing I have on vinyl is Graceland. I don't know why, because his records sound good. And I like them all, I found. Still crazy after all these years. And it still has the shrink. It still has the original hype sticker. And the original inner. And it's in absolutely beautiful condition. It just looks like brand new. So I'm good with that. I really like this album. So that's a good one for me. Now, I'm a fan of Supertramp. I have, even in the quietest moments on vinyl, I've got everything else on CD. I picked up Crisis today. This album came out in 75. It's the one that followed Crime of the Century. And again, it's in very good shape on A&M Records. It's got a couple of great tracks on here. Sister Moonshine, Ain't Nobody But Me, Soapbox Opera, Two of Us. Excellent album. And an album I've never owned on vinyl, and I'm trying to rack my brain if I've ever heard it on vinyl. It's one of the best recorded albums in the history of the planet. It's Crime of the Century. I think I've only ever listened to that album on CD. And I can't recall hearing it on vinyl. And I bought it today for $8. And I cleaned it up. This is the only one I had to put under the old squeaky clean record cleaning machine. And it cleaned up pretty good. I just finished listening to it. What a great listening experience. Listening to this on vinyl and listening to it on CD are two completely different things. This album absolutely sounds amazing. The bass response is absolutely beautiful. It really has solid bass. The separation of the music, the depth of the music. I mean, what a great sounding record this is. And it's a classic. If you're, I don't know, like me and you've never listened to this, had a vinyl experience with this album, check it out, man. It sounds fantastic. But anyway, I would love to get an audiophile copy of this because maybe I don't need one because this sounds so good, but I wonder how much better it would sound. Maybe someone who's got a MoFi or something can let me know. Yeah, so that's what I got today. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to Oshawa, Ontario tomorrow to hang out with my granddaughter. I might try and take off for an hour when she's napping and go to the other Deja Vu discs and see what I find. If I do, I'll be back with another video. Make sure you watch the boys tonight on Rob's channel, Northern Revolutions, Sam St. John, Rob, Alex from Beer and Vinyl, and Jason Arsenault. Those guys are amazing. I love them dearly. I miss doing the chats with them on Wednesday night, but I got other stuff going on. I had a great chat last night with Sam St. John, one-on-one, featuring Bob Dylan. Please watch that. Watch my Zappa episode, the first one. People seem to be digging it. I don't know. I'm loving doing it, so maybe I'm just doing it for myself. Coming up next, I'm taking a week off from it next week because of scheduling issues. But the week after, Monday, March 4th at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m., I can't remember which. We'll say 7. John from Music Talk with John is coming on with me, and we're going to talk Eric Clapton. One-on-one featuring ... Eric Clapton. So stay tuned for that, and we'll talk soon.